The first is the historical valuations of stocks did not take into account the need for investors to go and buy stocks as an inflation hedge.
Absolutely.
So there is some sort of monetary premium that's assigned to stocks today. I don't know if it's 1% or 10%, but there is some percent of you're going to have higher valuations because you don't just have people buying based on the valuation. You also have people who just say, I need to get out of dollars. And so I got to go into these assets. And so naturally you get that lift. The second thing that just blew my mind was everyone's pointing to the PE ratio. The PE ratio is doubled. Oh my God, it's so high, whatever. The businesses are more profitable.
Absolutely.
The efficiency of the business has doubled as well.
Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA has gotten cheaper as it's gone up. It's like
so explain why NVIDIA is cheaper as it's actually gone up.
So that's the thing. Like it's crazy that people miss this, but it's NVIDIA's earnings, their EPS, their net income, even revenue, basically every metric they have has actually outpaced the appreciation of their stock price. So the multiples have actually gone down or stayed pretty flat. I think forward PE is like 35 or in 30s at this point.
And it was higher, I think, in 2021.
It was higher when the stock was like pre-split at like $200. So, and then you talk about people saying, oh, it's a Cisco or it's the Intel of the 90s and 2000 bubble. I mean, could it be a bubble? Yeah, absolutely. I'm never going to say there's no chance that a stock that's up 500,000% over whatever amount of time couldn't be a bubble. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not the same situation. It's a different time. And I think, the AI trend is also a real thing, whether people want to believe it or not. I mean, that's where investment is going. That's where CapEx is going. And going back to your point about US stocks too, not only is it an inflation hedge, but it's actually become a safe haven trade globally speaking. So you've seen this is something we've put out a lot on Twitter too, is you've seen a lot of global record inflows into US stocks over the last year or so. And it's not even necessarily because everyone's so excited about US stocks. It's just because they're a lot less excited about everything else. I mean, look at China. China alone they have 5-6 quarters of deflation in a row. First time since the 90s that that's happened. Europe's had a lot of volatility, especially with, the war in Ukraine going on has disrupted a lot of supply chains there. Has prompted much higher inflation than the US for a period of time. And I think U.S. stocks have become effectively a safe haven trade, along with gold, which I've said is now the new global safe haven trade. But stocks have become inflation hedge, safe haven trade, risky trade, tech trade, and everything else in between all in one. It's like the complete package.